pressure in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Vikings and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look. And off we go from Denver. Takes it at the 7. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line,
they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down and goal. Love. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. The Vikings had 8-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st and 10, Love. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Love. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Love from the gun on third down. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On second down, here's Nwangu. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And complete right side to Cook. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Here's Love. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. On the give is Nwangu. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a give running. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
On second down, Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Cook again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Love. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Love's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Love now. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Handoff here to Nwangu. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Love now to pass on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Love from the gun. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have moved out in front in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. but they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up a throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our trip around the NFL at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tennessee taking on their closest rivals distance-wise in Atlanta. and that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to finish that one off and claim victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. First down, Love to pass. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll go right back to the Nwangwu. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now Love. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
It got his man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
To the air again, Love. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A throw over the middle taken in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Vikings.
They'll look to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Welcome back now to Denver, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
2nd and 4. And he checks this one down to Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Taking their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Into the hands of Patrick left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And some space here. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd and 1.
This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Another run now for Nwangu. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.